What's up, guys? nethervvoid here with another Fan Friday video for you. I did say I was going to try to do these every week, and I have some stuff to talk about, so sweet. I actually have time to do it. It's Thursday night for me, and the wife is not here, so I'm partying. All my buddies are coming over. You know, we're going to wreck the house and then probably clean it up before she comes home tomorrow. As you probably guessed, that's all a joke. But anyway, let's get into the Fan Friday. I had kind of a long day, so my jokes might be a little stale or really not very good, but that's just the way it is. Sorry about that. So, I will be live streaming tonight, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's UTC -7 as far as I remember off the top of my head. There will be a link in the video description to convert your time to my time, which is Pacific again. Sorry that it's not on Saturday so that you guys can jump in there. But Saturday I will be busy moving some furniture and stuff like that, which I will talk about a little bit later, so I can't do it Saturday morning. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'll probably live stream for 2 or 3 hours. I usually try not to burn myself out too much because Friday night is also the time that I try to record lots of videos. A lot of you, well, 90% of you or more probably know that I work 9 to 5, 5 days a week. So a lot of the content you see me put out is pre-recorded on the weekend just because that's when I have time to do it. So that's why I don't live stream all night or, 2 or 3 nights in a row and all that crap. But I am going to try to live stream once a weekend if it's open on a Friday night or Saturday morning, depends. So yes, live streaming tonight. Check the description for my Twitch link. It's also on my channel page. So just go there too. I guess it would be on both channel pages now. I think I've put it on both. If you don't know what both channels means, just listen and you will know in a little bit. So, actually, you'll know right here. Next bullet. I'm splitting up Fan Friday to cover both channels. I've had Fan Friday on my Dungeonette channel since, I don't know, forever. I just do kind of game, channel news and game news and stuff like that. But I also want to have that on my Let's Play channel because I want it to be a standalone channel. I don't want it to be. It's going to be a second channel in a sense, but I want it to be 2 independent standalone channels. One is content for combat related, like more lobby based stuff, and the other one would be more story or let's play based stuff with long drawn out series on the same game or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'll have a general section, which is what we're in now for Fan Friday, and then I'm going to say, okay, here's where I'm going to split it to channel-specific information. So if you want the other channel's information, I'm going to have a link to the other channel's video so you can pick up that information as well if you're watching both. But I really don't want everybody to have to congregate on one of the channels. I really do want them to act independently. I think it's going to be better for the growth of the Let's Play channel if it does operate more independently and has its own fan interaction and stuff like that. Because undoubtedly there will be people that are on that Let's Play channel that have never subscribed to my combat channel and all that stuff, and so they aren't going to get a lot of the cool interaction you guys have been getting on the combat channel for a long time. So I will be doing that from now on. Fan Friday questions from last week. Really, first let's cover games I should play. I know that was one of my questions to you guys. I'm also going to be pulling up the other questions that I've singled out to reply to. If I could just find where I did it. Okay, right there. Duh. Okay. So, okay, that's easy. Now I've got it all set up. Probably should have set that up earlier, but that's fine. So, here are the games that you guys suggested I play. I want to talk about each one of them. Guild Wars 2, not a bad game. I've never played it before, so that'd be kind of cool. The only problem with Guild Wars 2 is it's been out for a long time, and so the initial the way YouTube works, again, because it's so now anyway, it's so much based on the virality of your video, is that people generally, and just the way people operate in general, is a new game comes out that they want to play, Guild Wars 2 in this case. They do a YouTube search. There's a page of people come up with videos. They click on a couple of them on that first page, figure out who they like, they stick with that guy, and they never really go back to the search page. So you really, if you want to make an impact and you're not a gigantic channel, you're going to have to do it right when the game releases. You can't go after the fact, a year later or 2 years later or whatever the game is. In most cases. There are some cases where you can, but in most cases, forget doing that because you're never going to get enough of an audience to get high enough in search to actually pick up new fans. So that's really unfortunate because that means I can't play games like Guild Wars 2. If I don't play a game when it launches, I basically can't play it. at least for YouTube. And since I have so little time, every game I play, I record because I just don't have time to do lots of footage for you guys and just play other games on the side. So that's the way it is. Star Citizen, definitely. I've been watching this one. I'm really trying to get in on the Kickstarter actually because I want some of the beta packages and stuff, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. I thought it was closed on Kickstarter, but they keep saying it's breaking new records. That's still bringing in money. So I don't know. I thought it was closed. I'll have to log into Kickstarter again and see if I can Kickstarter or put a little money on the Kickstarter and get a bundle or something. But that is definitely a game that's not out yet. It's not even in beta. It's a great choice that will be coming up on my channel, again, assuming it's good. I have a feeling it's going to be. It's going to be a lot like Eve. They're pulling a lot of elements from Eve, like the economy, regional economies, all this other cool stuff, craft everything that's in the game, that kind of thing that makes Eve awesome. But I think they're going to have a better combat system where Eve's combat system isn't bad, but it's too much point and click and not enough I get to drive my ship using WASD. I really think they should have WASD flight because I just think it would be more fun and make combat more interesting. So I'm really hoping that Star Citizen does that kind of combat, and I think it's going to. I've also heard them mention that they're going to have multiple people on some of the larger ships. So if they do that, that is going to be kick-ass. And so definitely I'm going to be playing Star Citizen when it comes out. So I'll be watching it really closely. If you know anything about the Kickstarter, if you can still kickstart Star Citizen, get packages, please leave a comment in the video section so I can see that because I'm really interested in getting in really early with that game. Kerbal Space Program, again, great game that I never got a chance to play, and I was actually checking it out. It looks right up my alley. Very technical, very complex game that you can spend hours and hours and hours on. The problem with Kerbal Space Program is it's very old. I know it's not technically launched yet, but once it's allowed to be on YouTube and has an actual bump up in virality like it has had, it's pretty much a lock. So while that's one of those games you probably could edge your way in on a little bit because it doesn't have a super huge following, you know, you don't have Yogscast doing Kerbal Space Program videos every day. It's still going to be one of those things where it's very old already, so I would maybe do it as a side project for fun and see what happens. I still might do that, I don't know. Eve Online, again, falls right back into Guild Wars. Well, there's really a couple things with Eve. Eve is very old. I do know that I had a great video go up for Eve Newbie Guide that's still on the first page of Eve, so I've actually got some street cred with Eve as far as the search engine's concerned. The problem with Eve, in my opinion, is it's so boring to watch. It's even boring to play a lot of the times. In fact, the way I play Eve, I fire it up, I go do something in Empire, you know, if I'm playing by myself, because I don't have time to play with a lot of other people for hours and hours and hours, so I have to play solo. Well, that means I can fire that guy up, do something, and then actually play a different game while it completes whatever I set it to do. So sometimes, and that's why I actually burn out with it for like I'll start it up, play for a couple months, and I'll kind of shut it down again because I get bored. And that's why I'm really, really, really hoping that Star Citizen has more active gameplay. I want it to have active WASD combat. Okay, I also want to have more active mining, more active crafting. I want to be involved in creating things. I want to have to micromanage stuff. I want it to be complicated. Eve is complicated, but here's the thing. Eve is only hard to figure out. Once you figure out how to do something, it's not complicated. It's the same every time, and that's the part that I don't really find interesting. Once I've beat it, it's no fun anymore. So I want something that's going to constantly keep me working on becoming more efficient or learning the system a little bit better, things like that. So I really hope Star Citizen has that kind of systems, or does have those kind of systems. So Eve, again, probably a no-go. Maybe every once in a while, but probably not. FireFall. It is kind of a new game. It's a MMO FPS. And that's pretty awesome. I've kind of heard some bad things about FireFall. I kind of wanted to get in on the beta, and I couldn't even launch the frickin' game. So I just kind of stopped trying at that point. Another thing about FireFall is it's already pretty active as far as YouTube's concerned. They've allowed people to post beta footage for forever, as far as I know anyway. And so the hype for that is pretty much done. They might have another hype kick when it goes live, but since it's pretty much open beta and has been for a long time, the hype is come and gone. there's not going to be another hype boost for that game unless they do some kind of weird advertising, like a massive TV ad or some kind of different advertising they haven't already done. Then there's not going to be another hype boost. So FireFall, as far as YouTube's concerned, is already done. So sorry, I'm probably not doing that. I will talk about a couple of games I do want to do coming up, and most of that stuff I was just talking about was more from the general chat, or I mean the general Fan Friday video from last Fan Friday on the Dungeonette channel. So I would imagine when I ask what game do you guys want me to play on the different channels, that I will get different kinds of answers. So sorry, but that was mostly combat related. Some of it wouldn't be. Starbound. I didn't talk about that. I don't even know what Starbound is. It's made by the guys that make Terraria, which Terraria is pretty good. It has a lot. Leaves, I could see a lot of expansion for that thing, and in fact, the Terraria expansion's coming up, as far as I've heard. But I don't even know what Starbound is. So that's not that Minecraft one where you build Minecraft ships, right? Because if that's the case, I'm not even sure I have time for that. But we'll see. Maybe I'll do a couple things here and there. You know what I forgot to do is fan questions. I went over all those games and stopped with not answering the fan questions. So I think what I'm going to do is pick out 3 or 4 per video. And that way, if I don't answer your question, feel free to ask it again on the next week, and I might pick it up. I'm going to pick up the 2 or 3 questions a week that I feel just kind of interested in answering. So right here, you've seen Steven Schumacher's question. You scared me at the start of the video. You sounded very serious. I thought you were going to say no more Watt. Yeah, I kind of had a joke, I think, at the beginning of the last video. So couple things. None of my Facebook friends are into the games I play, so how can I help your channel without sharing to Facebook? And yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about in the previous Fan Friday video. I'm pretty upset that YouTube, in a sense, I feel like it's selling out to get more traffic by trying to be like, oh, we only want viral videos. Well, you do know that 80%, 60 to 80% of your traffic's from Let's Plays, and they're not viral at all. So I don't know. It's one of those things in business where if you have 100 customers, but 30% of your views are brought in by the top 2 customers, and so you're trying to get more of those kind of top 2 customers. But in doing so, you snub off the rest of the 60% of the volume from your other customers. That's then usually not a good business plan. So I don't know. We'll see how it all shakes out. How you can help me is all the ways you can help outside of commenting, viewing, and liking are really kind of intrusive as far as I'm concerned. One of the other ones is favoriting the video. That has a pretty significant amount of weight. The problem is it screws up your favorites. So if you use your favorites a lot, well, there you go. If you're going to favorite every one of my videos, that doesn't help you. I think most people use their favorites for like a way to bookmark a video to come back to it later. There's also watch later if you want to pick that. And you do have 2 different feeds for that in a sense. You can click watch later. It'll put it in your watch later list. And so that you can go back and watch that video later, kind of like a bookmark. I don't know if you watch it, if it actually leaves that feed. I'm not sure. I don't use the watch. God, I don't use the watch later. Jeez. So anyway, favorites. Yeah, that's where a lot of people they'll favorite a guide or something, and they can keep referencing that guide. But that's one way. Favoriting. Liking doesn't seem to add a lot of weight. It adds some, but it's definitely not like watching an embedded video or sharing to Facebook or Twitter. Those are huge. Another one, again, favoriting is fairly large. Sorry about that. Another thing you can do is watch the video all the way through. Don't cut the video like halfway or anything like that. Just watch the whole thing, because YouTube really looks at the total minutes watched. So if you can get a lot of total minutes watched, that helps a ton. Especially in the beginning, when they're first figuring out how to rank your video, and all your biggest fans come on and watch the entire video. That's the maximum minutes watched you could get from your fans, and that really helps. Second, how did you manage to bounce a shot in V39 laugh out loud? Yeah, it probably was a bounce off highly angled armor, and that also was angled horizontally, so that was probably just a super lucky bounce. Or some people say it's World of Tanks fixing the game. That's another excuse people make. I don't know which it is. We'll never really know. It would take a massive amount of data analysis to figure that out. It is possible to figure that out. You could probably figure out if they're fixing games just by pulling data, a massive amount of data, and running it through some massive computer systems and trying to work out an algorithm. That's a lot like breaking code is all it's really doing, all you're really doing there. So next question. Christoph696. Hey John, I have a strange little question about Fan Friday. Whatever happened to the unicorn? Oh crap. Oh, there he. Whatever happened to the unicorn James T. Kirk from BF3 Fan Friday from a long time ago?
Never stop believing. Miracles are everywhere.
Is that the guy you were talking about? Yeah, he's here still.
Hey, only use your horn only when you have to.
Shut up, James! Yeah, dude, that video was awesome. I want to do some more of those. In fact, that kind of goes right into my Dungeonette specific stuff I want to talk about in a little bit. But yeah, he's still here. I just haven't really used him. It was more of a Battlefield 3 specific thing I used to do. No, we used to do it for Fan Friday all the time, right? Andrew's sitting right next to me. He used to do Fan Friday with me. I thought that's not just on Battlefield 3, huh? Interesting. I think we started using it when I started Battlefield 3 and kind of stopped using it when I stopped doing Battlefield 3. That's probably why I'm associating the two. But anyway, so that's where he went. I'd probably bring him back, make a short appearance with that dude. Maybe every once in a while. It's kind of a fun little thing to use. Moving on to the next comment here, or question. Slush Slugger Official. Nether, when did your channel start growing? Keep up the good work. So, my channel started growing. Well, I started doing, actually started with Dofus videos. Most of you guys probably don't know what that game is. If you look at the very first videos I ever loaded, they're all Dofus because it's a MMO game where Andrew and I were playing at the time, and I thought it'd be cool to put videos up for it. That was really in support of Dungeonette, the website. It was a wiki, or it still is a wiki, technically. But I was trying to build guides, or dungeon guides, on that wiki, and then I was going to have videos of boss fights and stuff like that. Well, what we found out, Andrew and I, was it was a lot more fun to record those videos, so I just figured, well, I'm going to ditch the wiki and just do the videos. Because creating all that infrastructure on the wiki just seemed like a pain in the ass, when I could just make a playlist in YouTube, and you can just search the playlist and pick out the boss fight you wanted. So that was kind of how I transitioned into all YouTube, really, and no wiki. And then I also started doing World of Tanks, because I started playing World of Tanks, and I thought, oh, this is pretty cool. I can't remember who told me about it, but somebody said, hey, you should try this game. It's pretty neat. I tried it. I liked it. And so I started playing it so much, I thought, well, why am I not recording this? Why don't I record this? Because I'm just not wasting time, but I figured, I might as well make videos out of this. So I started recording videos. I actually only did like a couple videos, and then I started my guides. I'd already been playing for probably about 4 months at that time. But those videos really took off, and a lot of it's because not a lot of people were covering World of Tanks. Well, there's two reasons. Not a lot of people were covering World of Tanks, so it made it pretty easy to enter that market. Now, I mean, that was before World of Tanks even made their own channel. So Jingles wasn't in it. He hadn't even started doing videos at all. I don't even think Jingles hadn't. Quickie Baby wasn't there when I started. I also don't think World of Tanks Tips was there. I know that's High Flyer 15. Circumflexes, I don't know if he was doing them yet. I don't know if Sidestrafe were doing it. I know Sidestrafe. No, he wasn't, because he started. Well, he got big when he did DayZ, so I don't even know if he was doing anything before that. So I've been doing World of Tanks videos pretty much before almost anybody else. Darkling started before me, and a couple other guys. But that's when it started growing, really, from those guides. If you're a really small YouTuber, my biggest advice is to do guides. Make almost all your videos guides, and do a really good job at your guides, and people will stick around. Because it's really hard to get traction as a YouTuber strictly through Let's Play commentary, or just, hey, here's a replay, I'm going to do commentary on it, because, it's weird. People like numbers. I don't know why people like subscribe. Oh, wow, this guy has 1 million subscribers, I'm going to watch him. That doesn't mean he's good, it just means he has 1 million subscribers. There are tons of smaller channels that have good commentary that just don't have a lot of numbers, and so it's kind of a snowball effect, right? If you don't have a lot of numbers, it's hard to get your snowball rolling and get bigger. As soon as you start getting bigger, it's kind of takes off on its own. YouTube made that a lot harder, though, when they changed their algorithm from total views, really, to pushing your video to this whole viral thing where it's all sharing and all that crap. So that, in a sense, it helps little channels, but the problem is nobody can ever really get big. Everybody's mixed together, and it takes longer to rise above. This is going to sound like a really bad thing for small channels, and I'm not trying to say it's bad, but okay, let's just put it this way. It's hard to rise above the millions of people doing YouTube. It used to be Sorry, keep clearing my throat. It used to be once you got hit about 700 to 1,000 subscribers, and if you did content on smaller games with not a lot of major presence by like Yogscast and all that, you could grow slowly over time, pretty much with no problems. Because as you grew, you get more views on each video, and you would have a natural progression that way. Again, if you have good comment, I'm assuming you have good video and audio and commentary. Okay, at this point, that's the only thing you can control. So now the way it works though is a guy with 100 views or 400 views can easily beat out a video that I have that has 4,000 views. Because maybe his video is 30 minutes, let's say, and mine's 10 minutes. So I have less overall watch time per view. Secondly, if his views all came off a website, an embedded video on a website, he's actually getting 100 times, approximately 100 times the amount of views he's got. So now he's got a 30-minute video that really pulled 40,000 views, even though it says 400. While that's great, they're trying to link into viral videos. The real problem is it just mucks everything up at below 30,000 subscribers, which is a really significant amount of YouTube. There are not that many channels that are above 30 to 100,000. There are some, obviously. There are over 1,000, but I mean the majority of YouTube channels are under 30,000. So they just mucked up the whole base so that it's really hard to rise above. Now I have to go back to sweating my balls off just to grow a tiny bit, and that is really draining, especially when I've been doing this for over 2 years now. So, I don't know. I guess as far as working my ass off, I'm getting a little tired of doing that, and so I don't know. It's tough. So that's when I started growing, again, back when it was a lot easier to do YouTube because they had a much more easier algorithm for smaller channels. Their newer algorithm is really based on super huge channels. And then, like I've seen a lot of channels lately who are nobodies. All of a sudden, boom, they explode because they get one viral video, and then they're on the first page of something. Or not viral video, but they get one video that gets into they had 2,000 views or something, and it starts ranking above Yogscast videos that have 1 million views, again, seemingly for no reason, and then because they're on the first page, and maybe even above Yogscast, people start clicking them, they start subscribing to them, and bam, they explode. Not saying they don't have good commentary. Again, I'm assuming that all video, audio, and commentary are even in this analysis, but it really is whoever's on the first page. That's almost all that matters anymore. It kind of did matter in the past, but I mean, you could pick and choose what game you played. I don't know. I'm just really not excited about it. But yeah, it's like it's either feast or famine now. I've seen a bunch of people just explode from 6 to 100,000 subscribers, or 3,000 to 60,000, pretty much in like a couple months. And then other guys that work really hard on their content are staying even and just barely growing, and so it's just really tough now. It's much harder than it used to be. So I spent a lot of time on that comment, probably too much. I'm going to go to the next one here. I could talk all day on that subject. If you can tell, I can talk forever. So Ocarina of Time. There, finally I got it. Jeez, you'd act like I had never played a Zelda game. So anyway, John, does it matter where you share it? Is Facebook better than Twitter? I'm more willing to share on sites other than Facebook. It doesn't really matter. As far as I know, it doesn't matter where you share it. As far as the feedback we get as YouTubers, and not everybody gets it, but some YouTubers anyway, it just shows up as a share, quote unquote. So I don't know where you shared it or anything like that. And as far as I know, YouTube doesn't have a way to track which one's more viral, and so I would, Twitter's fine. If you share, period, anywhere you share, thank you. There are plenty of places, Google Plus, all kinds of different ways to share. You just go down in the video and click share, and then it'll open up an option with a bunch of different, Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, all the different options that are linked with YouTube that you can share. Now, if you don't use the share button on the video, you don't click share, and it opens up that menu, and then you click Twitter and click tweet or something, it doesn't count as a share. If you copy the video URL and paste it into Facebook, that does not count as a share on my video. You have to use the YouTube interface and click share. It opens up the menu and go that route. That kind of stinks, but I think that's the only way they can track it. So that kind of makes sense, right? So I really appreciate any shares. Really anything you guys can do to help. I appreciate you watching. You don't have to do any of this. It's just, help. Now you're more informed to help out the YouTubers you want to see get big. I know a lot of people like to do that. So the last question for this week, Steven Schumacher. Oh, I already did that one. I thought I had 4 comments to do. Oh, I did. Okay, I already did them. So sorry about that. Anyway, I don't know why I'm saying sorry. Yeah, you will listen to every damn word I have to say. Now, if you know what movie that's from, you're awesome. I want to do more movie quotes, I think. I've been not doing that as much, but movie quotes, yeah, they're awesome. So we're going to be moving on. Now I'm going to show you the cool interface tool. This is going to be a really super long Fan Friday video. I think you guys probably like that. I know my biggest fans generally like the long videos, maybe a 4-hour video. I might just go to the bathroom. Maybe I'll go to the mall and just let the video run and record. And it'll just be static, but whatever, right? So, Andrew, you think it's a good idea? Yeah? Andrew says rock on till the break of dawn. So, anyway, just kidding. Let me show you that new tool, and I'll tell you what my ideas are for it. Okay, so we're back, and I just wanted to show you this really quick. This is a new thing from Google. I don't know what it's called, audience or fans or something like that. Connect with your top fans. It's kind of cool. I opted into this as a beta feature for YouTube. They're only releasing it or allowing beta for, I think, certain channels over a certain subscriber size, and I'm not sure how many that is. Obviously, Dungeonette is in. You're seeing me on it. I also checked with my Let's Play channel, nethervvoid, and I have 2,400 subs or something like that there, and I could not get into this. So I think the cutoff's 10,000. This is something new they're trying. So this is going to be kind of cool. So let me just go over it really quick here. It doesn't have a lot of features, but that's fine. Right now I've got it sorted by engagement. These are the people that like and comment and watch my videos the most. I think it's like and comment. What's this say again? Here, let me see. Public interaction with your channel. Likes, comments, and subscribes. Okay. So it's really likes and comments, the people that are really the most involved. So here's my top fan, Matiha Graho, I think. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm really bad with non-English names. Radupatron, pretty cool. So it shows you a couple of their comments to kind of show you like how they what kind of comments they put up. When they subscribe, that's kind of cool too. Like, here's my 6th largest fan and is not subscribed, so that's interesting. Watches, likes, and comments on my videos a lot and isn't subscribed. That's kind of just different. I don't have a lot of those types. Most of my people are subscribed. So also you can sort it by subscribers. The most subscribers. So you can see obviously TDK Pyrostasis 23,000. That's kind of cool. These guys are all subscribed. These are the guys I used to play a lot of Minecraft with. I'll be doing some more of that probably pretty soon. So that's kind of neat. And then also just default, which is basically subscribers and how much interaction they have. So my biggest fan that's the most influential is Kaz. So thanks, dude. He's always commenting on my stuff. I try to get on his channel as much as possible too. Just super busy, I'm sure, as he is. So being a YouTuber. So this is kind of neat. So what you can do with this though is create a top fan circle. And let me see if I can. Okay, so here we go. Here's the fan thing. Fan information for Google users. Yeah, that's not really helping me. Okay, insights. So what I'm going to be doing is creating one of these top fan circles. So I'm going to be checking that out and putting the people I know are really raging, insane fans into that top circle. And then what I can do is I can check how they look at my site to help so that their stats can help me with my content and stuff. Also, what you guys are interested in for my top fans, which is kind of cool. I don't know how this works because I've never tried it yet, but post a message just to this circle of fans, which I will be doing. I want to have a little bit extra interaction for people that go the extra mile, just because I think they deserve it. Upload private videos. I also want to do that, but it was really hard in the past because you had to put each email to the person you wanted to invite to that private video or something, or you had to email out the URL to the video. Well, that's not that easy to do when you have a lot of fans, so this is going to be kind of cool. Get insights for other circles. I don't know why I would do that, but anyway, that's pretty neat. I haven't really checked this out a lot, but I will start doing that pretty soon. Tell me what you think about that feature. I think it's pretty amazing, so I'm going to be definitely doing that. That's going to be really cool. So I'll start doing that, and maybe I'll do once a week an extra video just for those top fans. But I'm not really sure how much extra I can really do. I'm pretty much balls to the wall right now with content. I'm pretty maxed. So, but I might be able to put an extra video out here and there. Like I'm gonna shoot for right from the start once a week. So we'll see how that goes. And then I don't know if I'm gonna shoot for a way to figure out who should end up in the top fan list. I know I have this by interaction. I could go by that and just take the top so many people, and then curtail it that way, take people out and add people. I don't really know, but it's going to be pretty manual, I think. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that real quick. Let me know if you're kind of excited about that. I'm pretty excited about it. Any way that YouTube can help me interact with fans and, you know, give different incentives and different things like that to help me out, little tools, is awesome. So that's what I wanted to say about this. Let's see my little list of crap I want to talk about. I also want to talk about the transfer of my Civ 5 series to the Let's Play channel. Went really pretty well, actually. The videos are actually picking up about 400 to 500 views per day now. Let me check what it's doing now. I actually am on a different thing. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it either. What the hell? Come on, guys. Alright, hold on. So, and that's pretty cool. It was picking up probably about, I want to say 800 views a day when I switched it over. So actually per day, the one I just put out today only got 182 views. So that's actually not very good. If you were watching that series, Civ 5, please jump over to my other channel and continue watching it. I know some of you say you have a hard time with doing that. I might be trying to partner that channel soon so I can get shows, and that way you can subscribe just to the series that you want to see on that Let's Play channel, and so you won't get spammed or anything. It'll just be the videos just from that one series. But yeah, I really appreciate continued support over there. The first video, part 8, that I put up on Monday was the first video that moved over, has 532 views. So it's a drop of about 300 or 40% of the viewership that I had on this series. Kind of a big hit. Not really excited about that. The only thing I am excited about is I want to grow this Let's Play channel. The series over there are going to be totally different setup, and I know it's a big turnoff for a lot of people. They aren't really concerned with Let's Play content, so I don't want to have that on the Combat channel. I want them to be separate, and now I'm dedicated to the second channel actually being its own independent channel. So that's why it's different than the first time I tried this. The plan is to do Total War Rome 2 over there as well. If you don't know what Total War Rome 2 is, let's see. I have my Steam up currently, and I need to go get my wallet because I'm going to actually pre-purchase this on the video right now. Andrew, can you give me my wallet, please? I can't get up without stopping the video, basically. So I'm going to pre-purchase this now. I still have a lot of research to do on this game because I want to come into this game knowing as much as I can about it. Thanks, dude. Dude, stop. Give it to me. You troll. He's trolling me. Jeez. So, well, I can't actually do it because then you'd see my credit card information. But let's see. We can do add to cart here. Pre-purchasing Rome Total War 2. Now, to be honest, I don't suggest people pre-purchase stuff, okay? The only time you should pre-purchase something is if you've you've watched gameplay, you know a lot about the game, because a lot of pre-purchases, the companies are trying to screw you. What they do is they put an embargo on any kind of gameplay footage or anything outside of developer hands, aka Aliens, what was it, Alien Colonies or something like that just came out. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but Colonial Marines. It sucked balls. It was nothing like they said it was going to be, and they embargoed any kind of gameplay footage on it. They didn't send any keys to any YouTubers so they can preview it or anything like that. No reviewers got previews of that game before it came out because they knew when people saw it, they would be like, this is crap, I'm not buying it. And it screwed up the pre-sales, it screwed up the regular sales, and they'd be dead. So only pre-purchase something you know is going to be something you want to play and you know it's good. You've seen gameplay footage. Now, I don't mean gameplay footage from like 2 years ago, E3. I'm talking recent gameplay footage, or if you've been able to beta it, that's another great thing. Usually get a little bonus right here. I'm going to get the culture pack for pre-purchase. Greek states, Athens, Epirus. I'm probably saying that wrong, in Sparta. That's going to be pretty neat. So I also get a couple other things. I don't know what that is. I really just want to play the game. So extra packages, yay. So I'm going to be purchasing that. Actually, right after I stop recording this, so that's definitely going to be over there. Now, the only thing that can kind of screw it up is if Sega gets in there and copyright hits everybody playing this game. I don't think they'll do that. They didn't do it with Company of Heroes 2. People are putting that all over YouTube, and it's fine. So I'm going to take my chances and do this. I'll pull it off if it's a big problem. Also, let's see, what else do I want to talk about in this general section here? I also plan on covering some Roman history in the meantime as a lead up to Total Rome 2. That should be pretty kick-ass. I know a lot about, well, I know some of the Roman history. Obviously, I don't know really, really detailed stuff. I'm not a historian or anything. But I want to get into a little bit of, throw a few maps out there, watch the conquest take place, figure out when Total War Rome 2 takes place, what year it is, and stuff like that. Then try to follow the history a little bit so we can get kind of amped up for this game, have a little bit of lead into this game. That'll be like a pre-series for the Total War Rome 2 series. So that should be pretty interesting. That'll be something new I've never done before, so I'm really looking forward to that. Also, as the last bullet point for this general section, my life has been really chaotic lately. If you've noticed on my channel, my videos have not been coming out regularly on the Combat channel. And a lot of that's just because like last weekend I was gone from actually Thursday till Sunday. Actually Saturday. I had Sunday, I was doing something, I can't remember what it was. But then I had this, I was cleaning because we had a big adoption meeting on Tuesday. If you didn't watch the previous video, my wife and I are adopting a little girl that's part of my wife's family, where the mother is losing custody, so we want to keep her in the family. But anyway, that went really well. That was Tuesday. I had to get prepared for that. So I didn't have any time to record, really. I know Civ 5 videos kept coming out. But those are pretty easy to record, which is another reason I like doing them. They are not as complicated to set up and edit. But this weekend is not going to be as packed, so it should have a lot more time to do videos and pretty much stick to the schedule. I will also be updating the schedule for Dungeonette. So that's the end of the general section. From here on out, you're going to be hearing content that's specific to the channel you're watching. If you want to see the other channel's content for Fan Friday, go ahead and click the link for that video. It'll be in the video description and hopefully an annotation if I can remember it. Go to that video, watch the whatever parts you want to watch to get the full spectrum of news. But that way I'm not uploading the same exact video on both channels, which I don't really want to do. So I'm going to stop it here and go over to some channel specific stuff. Hold on, guys. Okay, so now we're going to be going to the nethervvoid channel specific information here at the Let's Play channel. So obviously, we're on the Let's Play channel, you already know that. So, DungeCraft should have a couple more episodes next week. That's actually a pretty time-consuming series to do. I love doing it, but it's one of those things where I have to plan ahead. What am I going to build? Do I have all the stuff? That kind of thing. It's not like I can just sit down, hit record, and start playing the game and be like, hey guys, blah, 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 right? So it's a little bit more complicated than that. I'm going to try to get some time in on Pyro's server this weekend. And at least do one video. That'll be another Minecraft video that will be coming out. At least I hope it will. It might not, so don't sue me if it doesn't. But I hope it will. Again, that's one of those collabs that's kind of hard for me since I'm so freaking busy. So, a game I really want to play. I want to talk about a few games that I want to play on this channel that are coming up for 2013. Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs is the sequel to Amnesia. I think it's the sequel anyway. I checked it out a little bit. I've always wanted to play one of those horror type games on my Let's Play channel. Well, really, on any of my channels, really. But I think that would be kind of fun, a little bit different than the stuff you're used to seeing. People might not want to watch it just because they don't want to blow the whole, they don't want to blow the game for themselves. But I'm going to try to do that one. Again, most of these series that I do on the Let's Play channel are going to be daily content coming out. Once that comes out, I might ramp down my Civ 5 content a little bit just to make sure I can get that Amnesia content in there every day when it first comes out. Also, Divinity Original Sin. That's another one. It looks pretty cool. In fact, I can't really remember what it is off the top of my head. I just found it and thought it looked cool. Should be out Q3 2013. This should be coming out pretty soon. If not, it's already out maybe. I have to check up on the actual dates coming out, but that could be pretty cool. Also, TESO or the Elder Scrolls Online, if it's any good anyway. If it's just a WoW grinder, I probably won't play it. But if they have a lot of different systems that I'm not used to and other people aren't used to, I will definitely be playing that. If they have good quest system, good crafting system, that kind of thing. I mean, Skyrim was a pretty amazing. And everybody's really expecting a lot out of these guys. I really hope they don't WoW clone this thing up, because I'm really tired of WoW clones. Like, I was really looking forward to Neverwinter, one of their most recent MMOs, and that thing it's a pile of junk, man. Everything's instanced. There's basically no travel anywhere on foot. You're always in a city or in a dungeon area. It's like you're right. It's like instant travel everywhere. It's just a pain. I don't really like it. It takes me out of the environment too much. I'm much more of a world type guy. I like living worlds where I'm playing in a living world. Now, I don't have to have that, but I at least want to travel to different places and feel like I'm in a world, not I'm in a game that might as well be a lobby game. It almost feels like Diablo 3 with virtual lobbies. The virtual lobby being the city. That's not the game I want to play. So I was really disappointed with that, and hopefully Elder Scrolls Online will not disappoint. So I will probably be at least checking it out, trying to get into beta, all that stuff. So that pretty much ends it for my nethervvoid specific content. Go ahead and ask whatever questions you want to ask for next Fan Friday video. That those comments will be exclusive to this channel. I will be picking 2 or 3 from this channel, and also for this video, and then 2 or 3 from the other channel for their video. You guys will not be intermixing there. So since you're a smaller subscriber base, you have a lot bigger chance to get your question answered and get into the limelight a little bit, and get your time to shine. So that's kind of cool. That's the one thing that I really like about this channel. I mean, I love the other channel as well, but it's nice to have this small, tight-knit group like I used to. It's a lot of fun. It's easier for me to interact with people. So anyway, that's going to be it for the Fan Friday video this week. I know it's gargantuan in length, but that's the way it is. I don't mind rambling in these videos a little bit because they're for fans. They're not for some random guy who found the video. They're for people who already know what my channel's all about and stuff. So that's pretty much it on what's coming up. If you know any other games that are Let's Play style, that are coming up, RPGs, turn-based strategy, real-time strategy even, that's fine. Just different cool games that are coming up. Let me know in the video description. I'll definitely check them out like I did for the games that people left in the comments last week. So anyway, I'll be at my live stream if you can. I will probably be live streaming a little bit of everything. I'm not sure. I can't live stream Civ 5 just because I can't record it at the same time. I could. I might try that. Not sure exactly what's going to happen, but there will definitely be probably some DungeCraft on there and different things for different people for my live stream. If it works out that I'm kind of getting a flip-flop of users because I'm doing all combat or I'm doing all Let's Play, I might start having live streams even separate for the 2 channels. That way, people that are showing up will get something they like. I don't really know how I'm going to do it yet. So anyway, that's again tonight, 6 p.m. Link is in the video description. 6 p.m. Pacific time, and I'll see you guys next time.